You know, after the last game, I would have said TJP or Danger.
Mm.
For DGG, you're probably looking at Hugh or even Zephh. Like Zephh can pop off as well. But I think the DGG side is, and this is no disrespect to Rooster, it's more well-rounded on
Mm-hmm.
DGG. Like they from top to bottom in the roster, it's very much closer than, in my opinion, than Roosters. So that can go in a team's favor. But I
Mm-hmm.
also think Rooster probably have one of the best players in the server in regards to aim and skill. So yeah,
Yeah.
it will be interesting to see how we go. But it looks like we are moments away from getting this best of three finally underway.
Yeah, like I was saying,
Um,
we have some roster changes actually. Late roster changes. We got Apoc Dud in for Jara, so Jara's not in today, and we
Interesting.
also got another one as well, which is unfortunately, I just can't think of it at the moment. Dude, I always have this. I always had this when I only recognize like 4 players out of the 5-man roster, and I'm just like, who are you missing? Who are missing? And then someone's gonna be like,
Okay.
you're a
Well, for
dumb.
DGG, we've just got the swap of Gyra and APOC, then, right?
Yep, at least I picked that one
Going
up.
back now.
Okay, and we got
Yeah.
Valhalla, Val, who's a very good mechanical player as well, so he's
Yeah.
definitely a very, very good replacement for ASAP. So ASAP's not playing
ASAP's
today.
gone. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's on the bench. But
Val's
maybe
really good
we
enough.
will. They can swap players between maps, right? So
Yep.
we'll see what happens. Maybe
I gotta say
a new
Val's.
meta
I
coming
gotta say
into it.
Val's a very good addition as well. Like Val, he's played for the
Yeah,
Chiefs for a bit as well, and
yeah.
he was immaculate for the Chiefs. And then I saw he stopped playing, and I'm just like, What happened? Like, is he kind of come back?" Because I'm
Hmm.
like, dude, this guy was like
Yeah,
single-handedly like killing it for the Chiefs, and he was like very, very good mechanically and stuff like that. Then I seen him, play some other teams on open qualifiers and stuff like that. It was very, very solid. I think it was picked up by Aftershock because very, very good. Then Aftershock broke apart, and
that's the thing though. Like the AU scene isn't anywhere near as financially stable as like the EU scene is, for example,
Mhm.
and it kind of really does put a detriment to some amazing players in this region. Like, you got to remember a lot of these guys aren't on salary.
Mhm.
So of course they can't dedicate their lives to the game because it just doesn't make financial sense for them.
Yeah, we had a
So
few players like that as well. Like Valiant, for example, had to quit.
yeah,
He
yeah,
was like, saying like, a lot of opportunities are passing me by. And Valiant is a very great player as well.
yeah.
And a lot of people think Ruffle Crow as well. He hung up the boots on playing as well after leaving Vertex. I think it was
Mm.
in Paradox for a bit as well. Not Paradox, sorry. The X Paradox lineup. Bedonka, Equal, and stuff like that as well. But now we got our first round underway. We got the pistol round underway. You get Zephh, Apex Thunder. They're going to get anything unique here. Is it all going to be pistols armor? Chelios is ready. Chelios has got the entire kit. Look at that. 2 flashes, smoke, molly. He's ready to go. We've got 2 smokes actually. Very utility oriented team or makeup for Rooster here. As we get
Two
underway.
smokes would tell me A.
Yeah.
I'm expecting a long smoke and I'm expecting a deep long smoke. But we will
Mm-hmm.
see. Maybe they throw a fake towards B.
Yeah, we'll give you a boost coming up from Val. Val's just waiting for them to push. They got the dualies at Banana as well. Gump just heard someone in the boiler area from his teammate. His teammate heard the noise, so he starts firing the wallbang as well. And Gump's just going to remain at graveyard. DGG sees the foot. He knows the players and apps. So they've got a bit of information there already. Flashbang being thrown by TJP. Apoc Dud looks away, but they don't make a move in. Apoc Dud fires down, does tag TJP in the back, and they take it ahead in the end. Can't get ahead, but he's doing a lot of damage. It's like just come on, just, one of the bullets just ping their helmet or something. TJP, Chelios, and Val take a bit of damage from that. Now they're going to go for a hit onto the A side. Kill quotation coming from Hugh at Library. And now it's up to Zephh. Zephh, can he get some beautiful taps? Can't get anything. Molotov's getting thrown in. He does adjust, and Zeph's got 2. Take it down. TJP and Viridian with 1 bullet. Gump. Ew. Clean pistol round in the end.
very clean, and the fact that Zephh can stay alive from pit despite being dinked is pretty incredible. He was completely blinded. He had no clue where he was, but he manages to stay alive. The cavalry comes in for DGG just in time. And I wasn't wrong with the smoke positions. You got one long, one deep long. But unfortunately for Rooster, not a single frag could be found, and DGG are off to the perfect start on their CT side.
You know what the funny bit was? The most unique thing just happened. You got a collateral of a USP.
Oh
That was a
boy.
collateral of a USP. Yeah, I was like sitting there going, hey, hang on, how did he get that second kill? And I'm like, what? A collateral USP killed him? That is very unique. That doesn't happen at all, guys. Like, it barely happens. Because I was like going like, what could Zephh wallbang? Like that was in the area, but no, it was a collateral. Yeah. But anyway, got some M4s and MP9s. Force up from Rooster. I'm actually interested about this force up because they really don't need to as per se, because they didn't get the bomb down. So it's just like, like, you don't need to do this. So it's very, very interesting.
Really waiting for the push through. He's not going to find anything though, because DGG are playing very, very patient. They've got 3 MP9s in play. And now the execute's going to come in once more. This time, they do not have the bomb. The bomb is still sitting towards B. Is it a mid to B split? And they're going to pinch the B side. Zeph's out of there as he gets found through the smoke. And it was up to Apoc to try and clear out Banana to stop this flank coming in. He finds one. TJP will drop. But Viridian is on the flank and he's coming quickly. The W key's being held. Wombat's found one with his MP9. Viridian finds one with the Tech 9, and that's B site open. And Rooster have found some life in round number 2.
Yeah, I gotta say, I have no idea how to got in there, but, you know, Viridian, he found an opening. He found an opening in, you know, Arch, and he's just like, we're just gonna go for it. Like, that's it, we're gonna go for the B site, we're gonna pinch them in. And Apoc was unable to just, you know, basically take these players out early on. Now, Gump does take down DGG at tree. I was thinking DGG nailed the 1D, but he didn't. Gump pushing in. They've got to be quick here, because I'm not sure if they've got a hit on them as well. Gump takes down another, takes down Chilios. He knows the last player's at construction, so he just has to protect Hugh. Viridian, is he adjusting? He is adjusting, trying to take down Hugh, but unable to. Gump puts his body on the line. It's getting very close, but Hugh, just in the nick of time, gets the defuse, and that's a really good retake from DGG there, given it was a 2v3 and they didn't have many guns either. I think Q was 10th strongest for Mars.
Absolutely. A very, very tough retake without the kits. It puts a lot more pressure on you to get a move on. Luckily, though, 2 MP9s get the job done. However, Rooster did make it costly, so this isn't going to be a perfect buy for DGG. MP9 still on Wombat. Again, the helmets do come in, and that's going to have to sacrifice some grenades on the DGG side, which obviously means Banana's going to struggle to keep control. You know,
they got the AWP.
Players. They do get the AWP in play, and I'm surprised Zephh didn't go for a glass cannon.
Great
because Rooster, great nade. Rooster should be buying here anyway, so we'll see how it pans out for him. As of right now, Gump trying his luck through the door, does not connect.
And actually, he did get a bit of a boot of Viridian there. Viridian took a bit of damage, maybe from the HE grenade he threw. I'm not sure, because Viridian took a bit of damage. He was the one at the bottom of apartments. Just buying time, DGG. That's what you basically need to CT side. That's what you got to do. You got to make the, you know, the terror side, the T side, just, you know, basically struggle a bit. Make them have to do some quick movements, some heroics. And that HE grenade, well, it's going to make it even more desperate for them as they go in. Flash is being thrown at, trying to get into A side. Death gets the open, takes down TJP. DangR trying to get to the balcony, but Gump's got a 2k. Jump up from the graveyard, taken out by DangR. Bomb is in the middle of the site. And Hugh just dancing around, trying to regain. Although he's not trying to regain his two teammates. Now, Hugh tags up Viridian. Viridian's in a lot of trouble. He's on a very low HP. Apoc dud. Gets the bomb, takes down Viridian, and Apoc dud with a second. Picks up the AK. And did they find the AWP in the end? No, they don't get the AWP from Secret, so the AWP has been lost. That's going to be a third round for DGG as they win 3 in a row.
The AWP being lost, though, is not a big issue because, you know, they had money to drop one over if they wanted it, or they could have just opted for the MP9. They should know without the plant for Rooster, an eco will be coming in or a half buy, but no. Rooster are going to full buy with, you know, absolute muck, to be honest. 2 Tech 9s, 2 Galils and an AK. Maybe just trying to get this money back together. But again, Viridian still has 2k left behind. So it's a very skewed buy as APOC's going to get some free frags. We'll make it 2 for free as TJP will trade back, and they know that there's a player towards quad. Wombat's out of there, and again the B site is taken, and again it's DGG having to come back in the round with another B site retake.
Yeah, I've got to say here, like, Rooster have seemingly, gone for the force by scene. They seem to like the lightning strike attack. Like, they hit that site very quickly. Like I say, DGG weren't prepared for it. They didn't put any sort of nades at Banana. And by the time, they could have, it was a bit too late. Molotov being thrown towards Dark. Now burns to Hugh. TJP, they're pushing in at the moment, trying to retake the site. They're trying to hold on. Helios and TJP do hold on. And they make it first round of board for Rooster. And that force buy, I gotta say, every single time, we've been both saying that the force buys, didn't really want to see this. This is, it's not very smart here. It's not a good idea. Rooster seemed able to make the most of it and really punish DGG for it. And this time they win the round from it.
And you could tell the communication was on point in that post-plant situation. TJP just swapping positions because the sound, the sound cues from his Galil exposed him from Coffin. So they switch up positions. The other holds each other's spot, and they managed to find both kills. And Rooster finally won a round, and luckily for them, it hasn't been too long waiting. And this is the problem. If you don't keep players alive on the CT side early in the half, well, you lose one round, you have nothing left in the bank. And now Chelios with the AWP is going to have to find more than one. He can't do so. Wombat is finding one of his own. DGG finds 3 through mid with a very nice spray down. And Rooster will get their second consecutive round. But again, the money for DGG is still not great. It's not going to be a full buy on all 5 players. And DGG suddenly, with the B site and how vulnerable it's looked, they need to go back to the drawing board and fix that quick. Otherwise, Rooster, well, they've been given an inch, but they will take you a mile.
Like I say, Rooster started on this little crusade from force buys, basically. They kept DGG's money in check on these force buys. And this is not good for DGG. Like, they've got to be a lot better in just keeping players alive at the moment. But at the same time, Rooster have been really, really just pushing for it. I wonder if with DGG, their Molotov has been thrown in early to Banana as well. If they're going to throw, like, early grenades towards Banana as well, given the fact that Rooster just seems to just scurry right up Banana and really put the pressure on. But they got some apartments control as well. And I think Gump's trying to mask it. They do not have a player in that apartments area. Now, can they find, I think, Zephh playing anti-flash? Now, Molotov's being thrown in. They're trying to throw in from apartments, but it's going to be a 1-for-1. Gump goes down in the end. Now from Arch. Ooh, beautiful. TJP should be able to get the quad play, and he does. TJP being traded out by Zephh, who's on top of the quad roof. Chelios heard that. He knows the players around the boiler area. Looks towards Arch. He sees the leg. Takes down Hugh. Find a bit more dangers on the side. This is actually going to be a very, very weird setup because they've just done the ring around the Rosies.
But they know that Zeph's in apps, so they're essentially the 2v1 until that Molotov disappears. And he needs to be finding Zephh. Chelios misses his shots, and that's going to punish him, as Zephh will find him. But now it's up to DGG. Can he get the 2-man spray down? The answer is no. Wombat comes out top, trumps. And Wombat will get the defuse, and not only the defuse, that AWP save for Zephh as well. Again, another retake comes out successful for DGG. And Rooster are sent back to the drawing board, but they will be coming back with a buy.
Forced by Tech9's got Banana. The Rooster strat. But overall, I'm going to say, like, I was expecting DGG to win that. Okay, that 1v2. It looked like, the DGG's going to clutch this one out, 1v2. Because he's very, very clutch, DGG. But I gotta say, great trade by Wombat, okay? Like, and, if you guys are learning CSGO or just, CSGO rookies or CSGO pros in the making, trading is the most important skill. Doing a 1-for-1, okay? Making sure they don't get more than 1 kill. Very, very important. You can see that's the aspect of it. In those 2v1 scenarios, you need to be effective at trading and making sure that they're just basically destroyed before they even have a chance to get another. Because you can, like, if you miss, like, a single shot on the trade, very easily turn into a bloodbath, and, it'll be very sad for you, because they'll get 2 kills and they'll win the round that most likely they shouldn't have won. But either way, we've got a
completely agree. I completely agree, Josh. Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head, but I think you've also got to have a very good trait where you have to trust your teammates to trade. There is no trade, though, for DGGgump, as he has been killed solo in second mid, and that's some information gathered. And the rotation's going to come towards B, but Rooster look like they're ready to push pedal to the metal as TJP's going to run straight in, finds two, and Viridian finds the third. B site taken just like that, and the save's already been called for DGG.
How? That's all I want to know. That's the most important question on TJP. That flick onto the first box player. That's all I'm going to say. That's the round. That flick on the first box player. And also, that's another important point. When you do get initial pick, where do you think the person's going to trade from? That's the alternate angle. And that's how you make, a great entry player like TJP there. Being able to just calculate in your mind where the player's likely going to be in Val's, getting a bit cheeky. That's trying to keep the Zorp alive. Are they going to hunt for this Rooster? To be fair,
I
Rooster...
think it's possible. Viridian has a Molotov, but he's not going to push further than the library.
Yeah, I was going to say, Rooster they don't have 3 players on the board here. Every single Rooster on this map is a Rooster player.
DGG with the one-round lead.
That fell flat, didn't it?
Yeah, it did fall flat. I was going to come back with a joke, but I actually bit my tongue. So, yeah. No, it's too early in the morning for me. But nevertheless, we have got a forced buyout of DGG. They need to get their money back on track together. And a forced buy is how you do so. One of the easiest ways to do so. Zephh finds first blood with the AWP, but TJP comes back in. I was going to say for 2, but it's actually Val that gets the final tick with his flames. And it's a 3 versus 3. The AWP has been dropped. Hugh could really do with a weapon here, or at least a rifle of some sort.
Did he hear something?
Wombat with the MP9. I think they may have heard.
Well, they know now that they're coming in.
Yeah, and here we go. It's up to Wombat. Can he stall and can he get the rotations in time?
I think they're already guessing he's at new box. Yeah, Yawner's like, ooh, Viridian, that was not a convincing spray, but does take that Yawn at the end. Poor Will, Yawn. He's probably sitting there being like, ooh, Gump's got Chelios. Can he get a second? Does get a second, takes out Viridian as well. Now he's going to probably put a flashbang out. Now they're going to find where DGGer is. This is a 1v2. The scariest 1v2 against DGGer because he's the danger man. Man, I'm pulling out some horrible puns here. Now, where will DGGer be? HG for a new box. He's not there. He's at second box. And I think they're going to probably ascertain he's at second box. And yeah, I'm going to say great play from both DGG and Rooster there. Both ascertaining where, where the players are likely to be or are based on the, process of elimination there.
Yeah, I feel like Rooster could have done a little bit better after planting the bomb. There's no way that that Gump should be finding 2 kills there. But yeah, DGG, great retake again of that B bomb site, and they're showing like they have no fear, and I think that's the biggest thing. Like we said earlier, coming into this game, this is the first close qualifier that Rooster have had for a fair while. And, you are going to have that pressure early on. It's the biggest game that you've had in a fair while. And DGG, as of right now, they're not looking like the cracks are showing just yet. TJP has been caught in the corner, but he will find the kill. He's going to get tagged, and HE will finish off thanks to APOC Dud. So again, that trade coming in, Josh, and it's proven dividends for DGG right now, and they have a 1-man advantage going forward for the last 1 minute 25.
I had to giggle at that. Like, thinking he might get a second kill there, or APOC Dud. Oh, jeez. He definitely ordered something really good today, APOC Dud.
That's why they brought him in.
He's been on a few ads, okay? So, he ordered something good today. Maybe the sundae? Or was it the chips? Or maybe the chicken as well. I'm not sure. I gotta watch that. It has Mac in it as well. It's a really, really good ad. I'm trying to think what he had, but either way, he had a milkshake at least, and he's definitely got that milkshake today with that spray down. The bomb's dropped in banana, and he's looking for a few more. Oh, jeez. APOC Dud, what a round. What a round.
This guy's on fire. 9 frags, and we weren't even expecting him to play today. He's been brought in for Gyra, of course. Those of you who are joining us, Gyra's been, I wouldn't
I
say
think
drop,
I
but
think it could be roster issues as well, but I'm not too sure
sure.
because he could have played in the qualifiers, and that means you don't have access. That could be the
Yeah,
reason for it. Yeah,
it could be. It
because
could
that's why
be.
Azza and Drat can play for encores because they've not played in the major qualifiers.
Yeah.
TJP, I gotta say TJP's improved quite a bit with the entry. Like, look at the confidence he's going with. Like, even though he got banged out last round of 1-for-1, he just went up on logs and like started spraying at the players atop banana, really holding DGG accountable.
It's great to watch when players, are feeling very confident. They do
Yeah.
make those aggressive plays, and a lot of the time actually catches, the other team off guard, and they're not expecting it. And well, TJP's had a great start to his game so far, and it looks like it's going to be another long push. Val's got to get the bad end of the stick. As Hugh does find it, they'll spray him down. He's going to need a few more though, as there he is. Like we've been talking about, TJP finds that trade back. Danger's going to be found from the AWP though. But they're happy. Zeph's happy to give up the control here, and I can't blame him. He has Gump
Yep.
in mini pit.
Yeah, they don't really have to push up, in other words. They just have to keep them contained and let them walk into their crosshairs. That's pretty much it. Because TJP only knows where Zephh is. Zephh can hold the angle with the AWP. They can't push Arch because APOC Duds can be like, nah, just go back. So they can just contain them here. And also they come into a wagon either. Zephh misses the shot. TJP, ooh, quick scoping there. Great work by Zephh. And Zeph's just going to push back, and they're going to have to get on the side somehow. APOC Duds taken out, and that means Zephh can't really poke in. Ooh, great work by Zephh there. I wouldn't say a flick, but a great aim adjustment. Now they're having a bit of a deal with Gump down here as well. Now really needs stuck in a rock and a hard place, and the P250 comes out. It'll be a 7th round for DGG, and this is looking a lot better for DGG here compared to the last year one.
Yeah, it's going to give Zephh a lot of confidence as well. Those shots were not easy. I would give him the benefit of the doubt, saying that was a little flick. He did jump in the air, and he did have to flick, up to the right. I'll give you it, Zephh.
You know what I mean by flick weird is just like a sudden jerk off to the right.
Yeah,
it didn't seem like it. You see like a slow, like, hey, I'm just tracking your movement. Yeah, I gotta say, DGG have adjusted pretty well here. It's like early nades now, given the fact that Rooster always pushed and prodded here. DJP, geez, the confidence, he just smokes and just goes in. I think this is why, Rooster and TJP has been getting a lot better, is that he's really taking on these smokes and stuff like that. He's not giving any respect to the CT side and just terrorizing them at this point.
I think it's very clear to see as well that Rooster are more than happy to just let him free reign and just allow him to do his thing. When you take the reins off players like TJP, but he needs to be careful. Yeah, he needs to be playing anti-flash or someone at least. TJP is going to find first blood, though he cannot find the second. The trades are going to come in. That's great work for APOC Dud as he finds 2 and he gets things back all square as 3 versus 3. They do know one player still on the site. Are they going to expect him to be from quad, though? Wombat's good enough for a 1-for-1, but that is job well done from these B-site players. And DGG have been very successful with the retake of the B site. That's the bomb drop. That's absolutely disastrous for Rooster. And Hugh's going to finish off the round and put 8 on the board for DGG. It was a back and forth round, Josh. But again, it feels like DGG are finding that upper hand when they need to most.
Yeah, CT side's generally the stronger side in most areas, like generally. But overall, I gotta say, DGG have been very, very impressive. Rooster really need to get a move on here. They really need to get a move on. They need to get some rounds on the board. And great disruption from DGG as well. The disruption from Banana by Gump was huge. They just basically won the round while Brilliant. 5 HP. Was left scratching his head. He couldn't really do much. Gee, throwing a HE grenade towards alt mid. Does get a bit of damage. Force spike coming in from Rooster. Rooster of the Tech 9s will be most likely going for the A side. Any Molotovs? No Molotovs at all. They're throwing early nades down to the Banana as well. And they're going to be charging all together now. And they're going to hear that. So use this thing here. They might do it from a spray down from behind. Does it do it? Spray down from behind. It doesn't. But somehow they've just gone to the side. But trade out by Hugh from behind. And that's going to be the bomb planted. And Chelios, well, ooh, he did hear it being HE going to try and finish it off. They need to really even the numbers here. Molotov in front of the site. That means Chelios has to move to be free on the site. I reckon they could hold this Rooster. I guess they're very impressive with their force bias Rooster. They're able to get their Tech 9s and the bomb on the site. Now, DGG, they're going to get a move on here themselves. your Wombat trying to make a lot of noise to try and distract from a wagon push. But now, he's seen the hit. One, that's pretty much all over. They should hold this. Your Wombat is... Yeah. Nah. Wombat, you gotta go, actually. Try to keep Val on the side to take out Val, but I'm not sure. No, it will take him out. Barely. Barely.
Old radius, he survives, but yeah, that new radius, it's not very friendly to you anymore, I'm afraid, Val.
Yeah, I was gonna say 64 HP. I was like going, oh, how much damage does it do? Like, you know, is it 66, 68? Is it low 60s? Because it does a lot of damage now, obviously. I don't think it insta-kills you, it's just his HP.
I think if it was planted in the far corner, I think he just survives.
Yeah.
If my maths is correct. But yeah, old radius, he would have been more than fine there. Like, he would have survived 20 HP, but not anymore. And it's going to keep the money in a pretty rough spot for Rooster. They do get the rifles in play, but not the nades. And like we were speaking about pre-game, Josh, you know, you need to get that banana control, but you can't get banana control without the grenades. This time, though, it's not all doom and gloom for Rooster because 2 MP9s are out for DGG and a humongous XM.
Put that in the boiler. Is it in the boiler? Yeah, it is in the boiler. There, we're gonna go apartments control there, as you can see. Now, sticking out your Wombat. I think they may know Adcock Duds around here. They're expecting him to get through. Yep. Beautiful entry. Not to mention as well, a lurk play from DGG taking down the Gump. And I gotta say, they may suspect a third person on the side, given the fact that APOC Dud was very, very aggressive up. Like, again, 2 players very aggressive. So probably expecting a third on the side, but they're gonna see no one on the side, and they're gonna clear that out. Ooh. Okay, maybe they thought someone was in construction. So you saw Val jump up there. A 5th round for Rooster and a good anti-force fire, basically. They needed these rounds. I said they need to get some scratch on the board, especially after how much trouble they've been causing DGG, and they just didn't get anything to match it.
Yeah, but this is one thing I like when you do, you know, buy up the shotgun on, you know, the half buy rounds or the force buy rounds, is the other team kind of doesn't take into consideration what gun you likely had in that previous round. They just move on to the next and you'd be done with it. So if they do give you another chance in Boiler, he could be good enough for a 2k with that XM, and, you know, a 2k and getting that apartment control. And of course, you could swap out that XM for an AK if it's dropped over to you. Suddenly, the round's in your favor. So we will see what he can do. He certainly won't be upgrading it. 1, he can't afford to, and 2, it's an eco. But it would be interesting to see. Would you prefer, Josh, Zephh goes to B, so they have some sort of weapon on either side, or would you prefer to just put all your chips towards one side?
It really depends, really. It really actually depends. But I would say, like, at the moment, like, I think B's been handled, but it's like, I gotta say right now, like, it's been more of Rooster playing very well. Not really the problem with the setup, if you get what I mean. Like, it's not a problem with the setup, it's just Rooster been playing very well in these fights. But we've seen Kelly will go down. Ooh, Zephh not traded at all, so that's a good little poke and prod. Oh, APOC Dud, he's been punished. And it's almost taken out in this exchange. It's not the M4 player. That's the worst part, it's the USP bait player. So Zephh is doing a lot of damage, expecting to execute onto A. Zephh might get a 2nd kill here as well. He might get a 3rd. He does get a 3rd, getting a 4th. No, he's gonna run out of bullets. Just hide, getting in the 4th. No, he doesn't. Oh, Viridian. He was panicking there as well. Data takes down Hugh, and they don't have any more M4s left, but Zephh did a lot of damage. And I think DGG, I think you may have heard 2 players on the A site. So he's just going around towards B.
I think DGG is just going to check out mid, which means that Viridian hasn't heard 2 players. But this could be a lot of emotional damage, as the CTs are not expecting DGG to be coming from behind. That is Viridian taken out, though. And that's going to be a rifle in his hands. Of course, no Kevlar. Both of these players are going to be receiving some aim punch if they do take a shot to the chest or the leg, of course. It looks like DGG now. Yeah, 20 seconds left on the clock, though, Josh. He needs to move.
Yeah, so he's actually going to go to the B side, but he's actually going to A. I think this is the wrong call here, unfortunately.
10 seconds.
Yep. That's a bait, and he's going to be taken out here. Yep, straight away by APOC. Now, can he get the 2nd? He knows the last player's hit. Oh,
he got the plant.
Yep. Got the animation skip. That's so important, guys, getting the animation skip on the bomb. Otherwise, you have to wait there for an extra second. Wombat and DGGgump in a 1v1 and Wombat. Another 1v1 for Wombat, though. I could say overall, though, Rooster getting that plant in that situation there, which is, I didn't expect it, given the fact that DGGgump, I think he just big-brained himself there. Just big-brained himself, you know, being, hey, I'll go to A, because these guys will try to rotate towards B, because that's what he was trying to do. Like, he was thinking, hey, these guys will rotate, thinking the fact that I've not showed myself for a good 40 seconds, I'll go to B, and I can get a free B there and make it a 1v1. But just DGG just stuck to their guns. They're just like, we're just going to stay A. Whatever happens, happens. If we have to do a retake, it's a 2v1. And unfortunately for DGG, they were just hoping that he could just prey on their, you know, emotion of panic switching towards B or rotating towards B. But DGG holding their nerve there, and that was really, really good from DGG.
It was, but I think at the same time, yeah, you look at Rooster on 5 rounds, but they haven't really done too badly. I think the only time that they've had some hiccups is in the post-plant situation. We've already had, let's think, we've already had at least 6 plants.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, the 5 rounds that Rooster have is very, very underwhelming and very, very unflattering to the amount of work they've made DGG have on that CT side. Like, DGG have had some very, very close retakes.
Absolutely.
And Rooster have made them work for it, basically. Like, you know. Yeah, I mean, if you say, like, Rooster got 5 rounds here after watching the game, not even touching the scoreboard, you'd be like, what? Like, they're just causing them trouble at every turn.
For sure. And 4 out of the 9 rounds that DGG have won have come from retakes. So, I mean, you know, Rooster are getting the sights. They're getting the bomb down. They just cannot seem to hold it right now.
It's always the composure aspect. Always the composure. Zephh takes down Chilios and that's the ult dropped. Flashbang goes in, and TJP was not flashed at all, and APOC does just going to go down 1-for-1 trade. Also, it's always the composure towards the end game. It's not, you know, the getting in there and, you know, getting the bomb plant. It's just the end game, or just being composed enough to just hold an angle. And also, like, hold your nerve and whether you're going to peek or not, anything like that as well. It's really huge in 1v1s as well. Like, there's like a compendium of, like, things not to do in a 1v1. Like, such for example, have a grenade out in a 1v1 unless you know where the player is. And, you know, basically you can reload, but you need to make sure you know where the other person is as well as they go onto the B site. Molotov's going to be thrown in, but I think that's not far enough. He's got to spray through the smoke. He does get one more back. Can he get a second? Zephh does take down Found, but he's going to back out. Molotov coming in at construction. Ooh, good work on the lurk from DGGgump. Just making sure those A players cannot help their B site buddies. Hugh taken out by DGGgump, and the B site players have got to look behind them as well because the DGGgump is coming towards them. Another bad pun, courtesy of DGGgump, but Zephh, he's got the AWP angle here. And does he get him? Oh, gets his elbow. Great work, Zephh. Bomb's planted, though. And it's Viridian in a 1v3. Get the Viridian vision here. See what he's going to do. Viridian. He has to check all the angles. Can he just slink by the second box? He does. Ooh, he's being spotted, though. Does take down Zephh. Can he get the second? Doesn't get the second. The player from first box surely going to come around, but traded out by Gump. And that will be round number 10. And the end of the half for DGG and Viridian. Almost a 1v3 clutch attempt. And guys, we'll be back here in just a moment for halftime. We have a quick 5-minute break.
I can feel your touch. Even when you're not here, you mean more than much. Make me see clear, and I can breathe the air. You're my favorite song on the radio.
Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, non-binary, to the second half of map number 1 of potentially 3. As Rooster on their map pick have not got off to the best starts in terms of the scoreline. But I don't think they've done so bad personally. We do have the pistol round underway. And it's up to Rooster now. Do they make the comeback on their CT side, Josh? Or will they be going over to DGG's map pick with the 1-0 deficit?
We'll see what's going to happen. I think Rooster could eke it out. You know, CT side's very, very good on Inferno. We've got a lot of the action here as well. Zephh gonna pro kick. Can he find anyone? Does take down Chelios. And they've only got one on the B side, Rooster. And that's going to be straight into B. And that's going to be a bomb plant at least. USB picked up by Apocdud. Ooh, Zephh has got another. Zephh is just, you know, basically just continuing from the previous affair. At this moment, Gump takes down DGGzephh as well. And this is not looking good for Rooster, and it's just a replica of the previous pistol round.
Yeah, all 5 alive again. It
Yeah.
can't get much better than that, other than you not taking any damage, of course. But DGG just showing their dominance right now. And the Apocdud change doesn't seem to be having too much of an effect. If anything, it's having a positive effect right now.
Definitely. And I gotta say, like, Rooster, that's not a good start. They force up, and I gotta say, probably at this stage, you maybe want to hit the panic button, because they gotta get some rounds on the board. They gotta restore some dominance. And the funny thing is, it's probably a pretty good round to do so, given the fact that DGG was actually expecting an anti-eco, given all those Mac 10s. They only have 1 AK. And all the scout has to do, and Viridian is on the scout instead of Chelios, actually, which I'm a bit surprised with. They have to just get a few tags, you know, 1 or 2 tags, even the 3rd tag, and let the Deagles finish them off. And it's looking pretty good. Apocdud throwing the flash over. They're going to go onto the side and a rush. And, well, Val's going to 1D, but that's not going to matter much. And, yeah, it's gone as expected, basically. Clean up crew from DGG, clean up the A site. And Gump makes it most likely 12, unless Chelios and TJP can do something miraculous here. TJP.
Yep, losing the Mac 10, not that big of a deal. But TJP with his 5-7, I mean, if DGG want to chase these kills down with their Mac 10s, TJP could get himself a few more kills onto his tally. He is the top fragger for Rooster, but they're going to need a little bit more from him at this point.
Just jumping around. Gump, 1 and 2. Great work by the hit by DGG here, just softening up for Gump with the Mac 10. Extra $1,200 in the pockets.
Yeah, I've got to say, Gump and Zephh are taking this game by storm right now. Over 40 kills between them, and we're only what, 1/2 and 2 rounds into the map. So a very star performance from those 2 players, and well, may long it continue.
Yeah, definitely at the moment. I gotta say, Rooster is giving an eco here. They're not gonna like it. Can they get any kills with these USPs? P250 on DGGzephh as well, and a Deagle and Val. Yeah, it's probably not looking so good at the moment. Hugh just jumping around. He's heard Viridian.
Ooh.
And Hugh's just like, now I'm interested in coming back to A. If I smoke towards the live, he's going to check the A site. He saw a helmet, so he knows dangers around here. Molotov can be thrown in towards site. They know what players below balcony. TGP's been tagged up. They've been paying special attention to it. Oh, Avoc does burn. Viridian really unlucky there. Could have got a headshot there. Won it. Secret. They poke out Bounce. Does take down Gump the Deagle, but trended out immediately by Hugh. And they're looking for one player at library. I think they heard him at library, being Chelios. Chelios trying to get the dink, but he's just being dinked himself. It'll be a 13th round on the board for DGG, and I think DGG is putting into cruise control at this point.
Yeah.
Just running over Rooster.
They're in cruise control, and they're driving over the speed limit because they are trying to fast track their way to Dust 2. And well, if their Dust 2 is as strong as their Inferno, we could have a very, very quick 2-0, Josh. Rooster just have not come out of the gates so far. And yes, they didn't have as bad of a first half as the scoreline probably would suggest, in all fairness. But when it's come down to making the crucial plays and the composed plays, Rooster just have not been anywhere to be found. And DGG are absolutely schooling them right now. Viridian has 2 players to find. He will get 1, and he will back up and play the safe option. TJP's going to come around for the rotation as he turns up just in time, finds Zephh and gets him out of the round, and suddenly things are looking bright in round 19 for Rooster. But they're going to need a bit more than this, and they're going to need it a lot more consistently, because DGG on 13 rounds, there's only so many mistakes that you could afford to make at this point.
Most definitely. Most definitely. DGG. They've done Hugh. I think that's going to be the round here. I'm going to say the M4s, they've got a lot of them here. Have a Gump does trade out 1v5 attempt here, but I don't think it's going to happen. They know where Gump is. Oh, DGG. Using that little peek hole between the wagon. Makes it 6 for Rooster, and Rooster, well, they get some good news. Some very, very good news. There's some much needed good news as well.
Problem is, Josh, with the way we know how bad the CT economy is, if they lose this round, they're most likely looking at DGG on 15. So Rooster need to go for this. They need to really push the issue onto DGG. If they can pick up 4-5 rounds consecutively, the pressure is going to be mounted onto DGG all of a sudden to close this one out.
Also the Mac 10s. You know, the Mac 10 Eco frags earlier. Paying some dividends here. They've got the AKs in the AWP, and Zephh threads a needle. That's his 4th shot where he threads a needle, takes down TJP. That's a massive frag overall, because TJP's been playing so well. For the lovely fellas of Rooster. Gonna say, you know, DGG, we said, like, they probably didn't deserve the 10 rounds, the 10-5 half, given how well Rooster played. But, you know, now the 13-6 scoreline, given how DGG's been playing on the T side, maybe it's looking a bit, you know, maybe DGG should be a bit further ahead. But only the beginning of it. I mean, they're going to assume Chilios has to be at first box, given how quickly those nades bloomed up. And how long it took the smoke to bloom as well. Chilios just trying to poke and prod. See if we can find anyone on B. DGG going to test it. Val rotating over.
Oh no, the rotation.
Oh, they're actually going back to A. I think, I think Hugh's making a lot of noise on the lurk. And Hugh's going to be able to cut off rotations altogether. Let's see what we can do here with the execute. Lossos being thrown in, and here we go. Chilios, what can he do? Can he get the open? It doesn't. Hugh on the lurk. Bit of action here, because here's the rotation. Cuts off Viridian. Oh, he should be traded out. No. Actually, grenade being thrown in. Trying to flash in Chilios, but Yuwomba's just too close to that smoke, so he's not flashed at all. Bomb will be planted by Gump. It'll be a lovely 2v5. But not full Rooster, okay? Now, Hugh, oh no, danger. Danger,
high voltage.
Yeah.
Who's gonna find him?
Val, he's stuck. He hears a lot of noises.
Even if Val saves this gun, Josh, Rooster in a horrible spot. Like I said, we're looking at DGG on 15 here, and well, it should be 9 map points. But you know, we have seen crazier things. The eco or the half buy will be coming in from Rooster, unless they do feel like they can't afford to give DGG 15 rounds, and they will push for it. It's not going to be the best buy, but it will be enough in their eyes. It's 5 rifles, but not much nades. So do they send 3 to B because they're lacking nades? The answer is no. They're going to take the gamble. So it's 2 to B, but those B players do have a HE and a smoke, but not much more. So DGG have the chance to take full advantage of Banana here with their firepower, just their pure firepower. They have so much nades. They have the better riflery. Of course, DangeR and Viridian stuck on FAMASes. Humongous has already got himself in apps, applying pressure onto this A site, and Rooster may feel inclined to already rotate Chelios over, and it looks like that is coming in.
DGG. They've got the buy here, of course, the M4s and the FAMASes. Not much utility, but 4-man stack into A. I've got to say, this one, I don't like the 1-man on B, but it's actually going to prove a bit of dividends here, given that 4 players are on A. APOC does found the player towards the library area. The flash has been actually perfect. Maybe it was a team flash, I'm not going to be too sure. Another flash has gone in. Gump slowly but surely makes his way in. They've just completely decimated this little puzzle on the A site. And Wombat will get a plant on default. And this is looking horrific for Rooster. It's going to be another force buy, basically. This DGG's T side. We thought their CT side was saying they got a bit more than they should have, but their T side DGG's been amazing compared to their CT
It
side, which is
it has
really
been nearly faultless,
yeah.
and TJP has not shown. And again, it's not just TJP, of course, but I think it's fair to say TJP's entry kills on the T side were some of the highlights to how successful Rooster were with getting the plants and obviously picking up rounds along the way. But he hasn't, shown the same dominance on the CT side as Hughes gonna find Chelios, and it's gonna be TJP just surviving. But yeah, this is all or nothing now for Rooster. Of course, this is the first map of the best of three, so they're not going to be, moved to the consolidation side of the bracket just yet. However, they couldn't have got off to a much worse start, in my opinion. It is their map pick, and they are on the verge of losing 16-6 on it. So if you are a Rooster fan, I think now's the time to press the panic button if you haven't pressed it already, of course.
Yep. I gotta say here, just DGG has just been outplaying Rooster. Like, really just outplaying Rooster at the moment. They're actually expecting the aggression from Rooster. I gotta say, DGG gonna be really miffed that they lost 16-13 in Inferno, especially after playing like this as well. DGG and Val popped out the smoke at CT, got 1, 2, 3, and that's a round they needed. And yeah, not giving up yet. 1v5 opportunity coming in, takes out Viridian. Bombs dropped out in the open, and Rooster have no incentive to push Zephh, and gotta be careful here because you're giving Zephh freebies, and Zephh can make it happen. He's expecting to flank. They heard Zephh reload. Zephh looking towards the topless player.
Surely not the 1v5 to close it out, Josh. Surely not. Zephh, please don't do it to them.
Zephh, he hasn't got the bomb. They know he hasn't picked it up. He might just go rush and pick it up in the end because no one's keeping an eye on it. Zephh will pick up the bomb, picks up a smoke as well. They're playing off angles. I'm gonna say Zephh, he's just gonna get the guess right.
They're giving him 1v1s, Josh.
Yeah. I think... Oh, he isn't even...
Ooh.
Surely. To be fair, you can't peek it either.
No, you can't.
There we go. I was waiting for him to peek out for a 7th round for Rooster there. I gotta say, Zephh, great opportunity there. I was actually waiting for Val to peek out. I'm like, you gonna peek out now? Maybe now? Maybe now you want to check the site?
Well, he needed to peek to make sure that he hadn't creeped through to A, because obviously the rotation had pushed all the way up mid. So, if Zephh did manage to plant A, his odds, decrease considerably. I'd say that happens on maybe 1 in 4 times, that 1v2. If he gets the bomb down, it's probably like 1 in 2.
Zephh just getting delivered a HE grenade sandwich. That takes a bit of damage. Double HE grenades towards Boiler, expecting a player in Boiler. I'm going to say Rooster's interesting defense of 1 on B isn't working that well. DGG have just been basically abusing it, so now it's gone to a 3-2 setup. Let's see what they can do. Gump on the other end, looking towards that A site. Let's see what setup they've got down here at the moment for Rooster. Rooster just holding positions, DGG playing in Graveyard. They're trying to play the surprise play, being like, there's only 2 on the site. And then DGG just pops up and just ruins their execute. Gump. Smoke's gonna be coming in from apps. Gonna hit that A bomb, so they're gonna wrap around via long as well. Via the brackets. Both brackets, actually. Get the site Molotov towards Pit. Rotation might be coming through as well. Can they get in?
Look how penned in the Roosters are, though, Josh, on this A site. They are stuck backs to the wall. A already in. The Graveyard player's also been found. Val is now having to defend A with everything he's got. He finds 3. Your Wombat will trade back. Val, Zeph's pushed up on long, and is this the beginning of the end of map 1?
Could be. TJP in a 1v2. So AWP and your Wombat on very little HP can be doable because it's only, I think it's maybe 2 bullets for both players. Quick spray transfer, quick fire rate. Definitely can happen for TJP here. TJP. Gotta be quick though. He's got a kit. Does help him out a bit. Can he find anyone in pit? Good crossfire when he jumps down. He should be taken care of. Takes one. Can he get the second? He's going to get the second really, really quickly. He's actually going to get on the
no.
bomb really quickly. So he's got really no opportunity here. He could go for it. No, go for the wallbang Zephh, and Zeph's done enough to make it 16. And he does make it 16 himself. And well.